I love pet names. My favorite pet name is Pumpkin. I want to meet the first guy who had the guts to call a girl a pumpkin. It's a fat orange fruit with stripes. We smash on Halloween. First we carve out the eyes. Yeah, you're my pumpkin. Yeah, you're my pumpkin, pumpkin. Not giving you a mouth, pumpkin, so you can't talk back to me.
Orny Adams is on the Adam Carolla Show.
I lifted that right off my Halloween bit, the whole pumpkin.
Yeah, I think you should. That should be in there.
I got pumpkin.
Why are we wearing headphones? I think we can.
So we may listen to some
24
clips
inches. Oh, that's right. We did listen
like
to
that.
a clip.
All right. Should we do a little news, Chris?
Sure. Just.
I guess we're just going to skip over my 911 story, which is fine. It's a long story. I'll tell it on the next one.
You made that decision yourself.
I didn't make that decision.
You did.
You went on and on about my. You took my belt bit. So now whose belt bit is this?
That's my belt bit.
No, it's my belt bit.
I had my conversation goes back to the Man Show days. So that's my belt bit's grandfather did. Mm-hmm. All right.
When did you officially do it publicly?
I must have complained about it that night. Everything that pissed me off during the day, I would go to Loveline that night and then complain about it. So I think I'm on record on Loveline.
Yeah.
But all right, sorry.
Well, Pete Holmes can decide who gets the
He's
bid.
the arbiter of comedy.
Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
So DJ Khaled, he was getting ready for a performance at the South Beach Wine and Food Festival in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting out of his car to go to the stage.
Mm-hmm.
But he was wearing his Jordans, and he didn't want to get them dirty. So he actually shared this to his own Instagram. But
yeah,
let's watch what happens here. He
don't want to step in sand.
He didn't want to get them dirty.
Can I get everybody to help me?
So he's calling two guys over to get him out from the car to the other vehicle that transports him to the stage, and they carried him just so his Jordans don't touch the
Can't mess
sand.
up the J's. I'm performing live right now.
Gotta have his J's clean.
He's performing. What? Yelling "We the best" and then yelling his name and then pointing at the sky and then yelling "We the best" again. Oh my God! The cover, the movie poster of The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. Can you imagine if that was DJ Khaled? He would crush Costner.
Yeah.
There's no way. Could you imagine?
The fireman carry.
Somebody's got to take that. Somebody's got to take that poster art and replace it with DJ Khaled. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what are these? These shoes can't touch the ground? Is that what it is?
He's known to keep his shoes very clean. Like there's a time where he sat courtside, and he put his shoes atop a pillow, a matching pillow, so his shoes didn't touch the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to return them. I don't know.
I can't figure out what makes certain shoes more special than others, but I am on stage sometimes, and I do feel self-conscious that I'm being judged for my generic shoes.
We saw the clip.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that clip too?
Well, we just saw you on stage. But
I
couldn't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was distracted. Yeah, well, you have to have your on-stage shoes.
What do you? You're just wearing like that. Looks like Nordstrom Rack type.
Nordstrom Rack.
And I respect
rail,
that. I respect that.
Thank you. All right, what's next?
Okay, so Richard Lewis, it was just announced that he passed away, age 76, suffered a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
Larry David wrote a nice tribute because they met when they were 12 years old at summer camp.
He's all over the new Curb.
Yeah, he's my favorite
episode.
My favorite co-character.
Yeah, he was a great stand-up.
So Larry wrote, Richard and I were born 3 days apart in the same hospital, and most of my life he's been like a brother to me. He had that rare combination of being the funniest person and also the sweetest, but today he made me sob, and for that I'll never forgive him. Yeah.
Did you know Richard?
I met Richard one time.
Mm-hmm.
I was living in Boston, Massachusetts, and I took the train, the Northeast Corridor train, Amtrak, to, or maybe it was a bus. I probably couldn't afford the train at the time, to New York City. And this was going to be my first time in the city doing stand-up comedy. And I had a backpack full of VHS tapes of my act to hand out to the clubs.
Mm-hmm. When you were taking a break on stage?
Well, it looks like everybody in the studio's taking a break. You and Chris are looking at notes. When I speak, everybody looks at their notes. When you speak, you're fully dialed in.
I have the headphones on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's step it up.
All right.
So anyway, I took the... Is anybody listening?
I'm listening. I have the headphones on. I'm looking down at Haley Joel's. So I forgot he was in Forrest Gump.
Pete Holmes never did this.
Yeah, Pete was always on track.
He just
stream of consciousness.
What is he like?
Like
when somebody falls off the bull and Pete runs in and he keeps the energy
rodeo
going.
Clown.
Yeah, is he a rodeo clown?
He would know. He would get that. He would understand that.
I'd like to. Hey, Adam, when can I come? This piece of shit chair just broke. When can I come in?
You were doing
to
comedy
to entertain
Richard
while you're
Lewis,
looking at your notes for the next guest.
Lewis.
I mean, it's insulting. It's insulting. I'm on a 3-guest show. It's insulting. I'm sorry, but
you were taking a train, but then you couldn't afford it. You were taking a bus, and you had a backpack full of VHS tapes, and you're going out to do comedy in Boston for the first time.
No, why don't you hold on?
One of the first times.
You tell a story.
And
I got some business to do.
No.
You go ahead.
And you ran. All right. So when I was 19, I had to put my cat down.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, so you ran into Richard.
Hold on. Do you know Haley Joe? Pull up Haley. If somebody could.
I know.
I'm looking down. That's all. Okay. That's all. I'm highlighting something.
Just saying, you came on my podcast and you critiqued my listening skills. And I just expect more from you. That's all.
I keep the headphones on. I listen to every word.
Okay.
Richard Lewis.
So I don't even want to tell the story anymore. I feel like I died today.
No, dodge your bullet. We'll keep moving.
Yeah, no, it's okay. So listen, I didn't get to the 911 story. I didn't get to my Richard Lewis story. Rest in peace. What a great guy, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah.
All right, next story.
All right, well, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So he went and ran a 40-yard dash again.
So I was going into New York City, and I took the train, I think, or maybe I took the bus. And let me guess, Tom Brady ran it faster than he did when he was 19.
22.
Wow.
Yeah, he ran it faster. He's at 46 now than when he was at 22. This is for his a new shoot for his new No Bull company. He decided to rerun it, and he actually is faster now.
Right. He was what, 4.7? Now he's 4.65.
It's pretty impressive.
Oh, I do have that. Sorry, I thought.
Yeah.
I think that's impressive.
So
4.75 to 4.7.
It was 5.28.
What is?
Oh, it was 5.2.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. I mean, and now it's a
5.28. It said 5.2. It didn't get.
Chris, pull up the picture of Brady.
5.1 is what he.
5.1. Whoa. Yeah. Really? That's almost 2. That's almost 2/10 just beating yourself by 13 inches.
Yeah, but
that seems weird to me.
He's 24 years older than that. I mean, that is remarkable.
It's impressive, but he ran a 5.2, which is about as slow as you can run a 40 in the NFL.
First of all, the shoe technology has come a long way. Yeah. He might be running on like AstroTurf now, which maybe has more grip. These are all things to take into consideration. You know what I mean? He's got the anger of having to divorce Giselle and watch her on different islands with different men. Right. That would make me run faster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What, Chris?
So it was 5.28 versus 5.12.
Oh, 1-2.
But look what he looked like at the Columbine. Show the picture.
The Columbine.
That's what it's called, isn't it?
High school that got shot up
with his
by
shirt
off.
Columbine.
Combine.
What is it called?
Combine.
Okay. So
Columbine was a high school outside of the Denver.
Sorry, I'm a little flustered by your note taking.
Well, there's just a big difference between Columbine and Combine.
Yeah, so we're going to laugh at me? Is that how we treat our guests?
A lot of dead kids. That's all I'm saying.
Well, there he is.
That's
a Columbine of a body.
He's an accomplished man. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's this mom in Ireland She's 36 years old. She got in a car accident in 2017, and it left her with, quote, debilitating pain, leaving her unable to lift heavy bags, keeping her in bed on bad days. And so she filed a claim, and she's going to get $820,000.
Yeah, I don't trust her.
Already.
I don't trust anyone that just got into something and just claims they can't do shit.
I mean, she was unable to lift groceries, do chores, play with her two kids.
Everyone says that. Everyone says that. They're fine. Everyone's fine.
Well, so her case came unstuck when a photo published in a newspaper almost a year after her accident showed this. And that's her competing in a Christmas tree
what a shocker.
competition.
I was right about this bitch that was trying to bilk the system. I'm so surprised. I should be guest of the year. I don't trust anyone with their fucking back pain and their neck pain and I can't do anything. If Ed McMahon walked into any of their fucking houses with a styrofoam check and said, I got $1 million if you peel off 10 push-ups right now, bitch, everyone would do it. Everyone who's on disability, 96% of people that are on disability, if the ghost of Ed McMahon walked in with a foam core check for $1 million and said, give me 10 push-ups and 10 squats, I'll tell you what the ghost of Ed McMahon would say. He'd walk into anyone who's currently on disability and he'd go, I have $1 million. You have 2 weeks. I'm going to come back. If you can do 10 push-ups and 10 squats with no weight, I will give you $1 million. 97.3% of the people that are currently on disability who say they can't work their data entry job would fucking get down and do it. And there's no one that can convince me otherwise. All the fuck, I got in a car accident, my back in pain, I can't hug my kids. Everyone's a fucking nut job now. Everyone's a hypochondriac. Everyone's trying to cash a check. Every third billboard in Vegas has been injured in a hotel, been hit by semi-truck, been hit by truck. Everyone's got neck pain. Everyone's fucking getting paid. We're circling the fucking drain. We are circling the drain.
You're missing the bigger point of all of this. Tom Brady is now throwing Christmas trees further than he did when he was 22 years old.
When Evel Knievel, 1 year before Evel Knievel died, he was able to fuck the shit out of a 19-year-old. And that man has broken every bone in his body. So don't fucking tell me.
Do you have any regret?
Your accident is worse than, jumping school buses over Wembley Stadium.
Do you have any regret using Ed McMahon as a reference in that last rant? I mean, I feel like it could have been updated a little bit.
Oh, I said the ghost?
No, you didn't the first time. And then you realized he was dead.
Listen, he represented the Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah.
And
doesn't exist
he
anymore.
showed up with giant checks.
Yeah.
If you have a more timely reference of a guy who shows up with giant
Columbia
checks.
Records and tapes? Why not, Kitty Dukakis?
No, you must find me a more timely reference of someone
If Rockefeller himself showed up.
More timely reference of someone who shows up with giant checks. If you can't do it, all we got is Ed McMahon.
What about the people, the athletes every year that go into the inner city and they throw turkeys at people? Those people could show up.
Yeah, but if I said Ty Law showed up with a giant check, you'd be confused. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, sort of, but no, at the same time.
I tried to pick a New England reference.
I
so
appreciate
you would
it,
understand that area. Okay, sorry.
So the couple whose gender reveal party sparked the El Dorado fire in San Bernardino County in 2020 were sentenced. So remember, they inadvertently started a 22,000-acre fire with a device that was supposed to emit blue or pink smoke. And so they
should do a sentencing reveal party. The judge is like, look, you're either going to get probation or 22 years hard time.
Why isn't every sentence
I like that.
That would be great.
You would have to agree to it.
No,
Listen. I know you're falling back on your groundlings training by screaming no into the microphone.
I've never did groundlings, and you know that.
No shit.
You know that.
No shit.
You did it.
Pete Holmes.
You needed it.
Pete Holmes.
You needed it.
Holmes.
I'm a natural. I'm a natural.
No! All right, listen. You would have to
If Babe Ruth showed up at your house.
You would have to say to your lawyer and the client, they would go, look, right now, you're really staring down the face of 12 to 16 years, okay? That's pretty much what you're looking at right now. If we do the sentencing reveal party, you could get probation or you could get 22 years no probation. Ooh. But are you going to pull? Right now, you're going to be in for 12 years minimum.
You got to take the gamble.
Wait a minute. You're saying that if they do the reveal, they could get more time?
Or less.
I don't feel like this doesn't need a re-explanation.
No, it's just confusing. Why
it's
not?
Not confusing. You'd have to be probation or more time.
No, this doesn't make any sense. It was okay. Funny in its original incarnation.
Here's the scenario.
Okay, it's funnier.
Here's the scenario. You are looking at 12 years.
Yes.
But you want to do the reveal. You want to do the mandatory reveal party or the reveal sentencing reveal. Then according to your logic, you either get probation or 2 years.
No,
because then who wouldn't choose it?
Like I said originally,
it's got to be more.
Every verdict should be a reveal party verdict, and then
I agree. Legally, it would be difficult to push.
Why? They pull a thing and it says, how many years or guilty, red for guilty, green for not guilty. Come on.
Yeah, okay. I think in order to expedite this, you'd have to agree to these terms. That's what I think. Although I would be happy with a reveal for any sentence.
Me too.
I think any sentence, red, green, and then you get the details. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they would have done the reveal, it would have been red, and the guy was sentenced to a year in county jail, 2 years of felony probation, community service. The woman, 3 misdemeanor counts of recklessly causing a fire to another's property, and sentenced to a year of probation, and they had to pay victims restitution.
A year probation, but she doesn't get time.
Right.
Why don't the chicks get the time, like the dudes get the time? And also, women live 7 years longer than men on average, so they should get more time.
Yeah.
The ratio.
Statistically,
yeah, like if you're going to sentence a dog to a crime, you'd have to use dog years. It wouldn't be fair to use people years for a dog. Right. You know what I mean?
I agree. We agree on some things.
All right.
And they have to pay victims restitution of about $1.8 million.
Oh. All right. Haley Joel is here, by the way. It should be noted. He's got a new movie out. Good dude to talk to. Sorry, I was reading up on him, while Orny was waxing on about one of his many, he's comical stories. So we're going to swap Orny out for Haley?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's get a real guest in here,
Wow.
See what we can do.
Well, this has been such a pleasure. I thank everyone. It's always fun. It's always fun to come in and hang out and,
Yeah, mix it up.
I love whenever you come in.
Kibitz, as your people would say.
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He's got plugs.
So oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Hey,
the podcast, What's Wrong with Orny Adams.
By the way, guest of the year, Pete Holmes. On this episode.
Wait a minute. I did on this episode.
On mine.
On your episode, that's where I bring home the jewelry, right?
Yeah.
I was a guest.
You were not guest of the year.
Well, better than Pete.
Pete... There's a lot of back and forth. Watch the clips I put up on the internet. It's really, he's good.
Oh, no, he's good. But let me explain what happened.
Yeah.
It's like Muhammad Ali was great, right? But his fight with Smoking Joe Frazier almost killed him. And he just left it all in the ring, and he was never that again. He was a former shell. I mean, he had it with George Foreman. I don't know, Zaire. I don't know where he was in Manila. He was done. He was depleted by then, and he never really regained that form. And Pete Holmes comes in here, leaves it all. Just leaves it all in the air, and then goes onto your podcast. And he's Ali fighting Holmes at this point.
He's still recovering.
He's a shell of his former great self.
You know what he said to me?
But I come on your podcast and I'm in peak form. So,
no, you were in peak form. You were great.
So that's why I get guest of the year on your.
Pete said to me, he said, I got to tell you something. It is what a joy and so easy to do a podcast where the host isn't looking down, writing notes every time I'm speaking. Like, do they know to cut away? Like on the video, they know not to have a 2-shot of you, writing shit down about your next guest.
I thought you were taking a break. I was going to light a cigarette and read my notes. All right.
Do we have a system for getting me out of here?
Yes.
I just let myself out?
No, we'll take a
quote
break.
the great Ed McMahon, get your dog spaded and neutered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spaded. OrnyAdams.com is where you go for all the live shows.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah. And
we'll
we're
talk
both
to
doing
Haley
this
Joel
new
Osment.
Comedy Club for the Netflix's Joke Festival. Kabuka, Karabu, whatever. I'd sing your notes.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
No, I didn't glance at them. I was scared.
Kookaburra.
Yeah.
Kookaburra Lounge?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
May 4th in Hollywood.
Oh.
When are you doing it? Because I saw you on the calendar.
I'm not sure. I got to find that out. Am I not looking at that? Do I not have that on my thing, or am I missing it somewhere?
What do you have? You have the Comedy and Magic, March 7th.
Is it not on mine?
I have it on mine.
Oh, where is it?
Yeah, let's read these plugs.
Let's see yours.
Down the
I'll read
thing?
your plug.
All right, listen. We got a real guest out there. We can't make him wait. Is it on mine?
No, it's not on yours.
That's weird that we got two different ones.
Yeah.
That's weird that things are screwed up here. No, it's not weird.
I know.